Hey, Instagram Live, it's Karen. How are you? I thought we would do a reading out of Courage to Change. Let's see. As you know, I never pre-read these. I like it to be a surprise. So let's see what we got here. Today, believe it or not, is June 30th. Can't believe it. June 30th, going into July. Whew, here we go. June 30th. Well, walking through the woods one day. I think that's a song, isn't it? While walking through the woods one day, I was surprised to hear a child's voice. I followed the sound, trying in vain to understand the child's words. When I spotted a boy perched on a rock, I realized why his words made no sense. He was repeating the alphabet. "Why are you saying your ABCs so many times?" I asked him. The child replied, "I'm saying my prayers." I couldn't help but laugh. Prayers? All I hear is the alphabet. Patiently, the child explained, "Well, I don't know all the words, so I give God the letters. God knows what I'm trying to say." Years ago, when my grandmother told me this story, it meant little to me. But the spiritual life I found in Al-Anon has given it new meaning. Today, the story reminds me that prayer is for me, not for God, who knows what I'm going through without explanation. With prayer, I say I'm willing to be helped. The meaning behind my prayers come from my heart, not from my words. Today's reminder, prayer is my most personal form of communication. I can pray by consciously thinking, writing, creating, feeling, and hoping. Whether I reach deep inside myself or turn outward towards the majesty of nature, it is the spirit of prayer rather than its form that matters. Today I will let my heart speak. The spirit of prayer. I love this. I really like that little story. I've never heard that story before about the kid with the ABCs. There's a beautiful hummingbird right here. Just floated down right in front of my face. Those of you that know me know, oh my gosh, he's right here. This is a sign from God. Oh my gosh. How can I turn this around? I'll let you see him. I wonder if you can see him. Let me zoom in. Did you see him fly away? Very cool. Very cool. That is what I call a spiritual experience. Anyway, good morning. Love that. This is the deal. I think that prayer, like it says, is in the... Good morning. Good morning, Rose. Prayer is in the action, right? It always talks about seeking God, right? There's somebody that says that you find God in the seeking. I can't remember whose quote that is. Anybody remember that? But I think it's the action that makes prayer work. I know that for me, I've had to learn to pray. It used to be I prayed like a Santa Claus prayer. I want this and I want that. I want so-and-so to do this. And if they did that, I'd be happy. And I found that's not really the way it works. I'm praying to show willingness. I'm praying to be open-minded. Every time I go to a meeting of Al-Anon, I'm admitting that I need help. And prayer is like admitting I need help. First thing in the morning when I pray, first thing when I wake up, sometimes before I open my eyes, when I consciously start to stir and I realize, oh, it's morning, right? I ask God for help. God, direct my thinking. Help me. That is prayer. Just help me. I mean, I can't do this alone. That's prayer, right? And I can pray for myself if others will be helped. You know, I need to see this differently. To me, it's more like I'm praying so I can adjust to God's will, right? Shit happens. Things are going to happen. I need help reacting to that better, right? And I think just willingness, that deflation of my ego gets me on the right track, right? And it lets whatever's going to happen. Some acceptance, you know, it loosens up the whole thing. You know what I mean? My uptight, controlling, it's gotta be this way. This is what I'm doing today. that prayer just kind of goes, whew, okay, wait. Let's see what God has in store. What's going to happen today? Help me deal with what's going to happen today. Help me be open-minded, willing, and available to what's going to happen today, right? Sometimes I think if we get ourselves so set into what's supposed to be, we miss out on the miracles. I have a lot of spiritual experiences like what just happened with this hummingbird. I mean, I swear to God, he's still humming right here. Let me see if I can show him to you. It really is like do you see him right outside my car? Oh my God. You can't see him with the background of the tree. Do you see him flying around me? He's like surrounding the car. And if you know me, you know that hummingbirds are a sign. Oh my God. Do you see him? He is right here. I could open the window. He'd probably fly in the door. That is a spiritual experience to me. And I wonder sometimes if, when I was not doing this program, right, were spiritual things happening and I just wasn't aware of it? Maybe they've been happening the whole time. And yet I'm so busy, right, doing what I have to do, trying to make things work out the way I want them to work out. You know what I mean? That maybe they were happening the whole time, but I could not see them. And now I can see them everywhere. I can see signs of God. Like I know right now, I was supposed to pull over in this parking lot under this shady tree and do this reading with you and take a moment and see where I can be helpful, right? Add to the stream of life. And sure enough, God found me right in the parking lot. Didn't have to go to church, right? And I didn't have to do too much. I just had to be open-minded and willing and available. I think that's really hard. It's hard to be available when you're, Mach 5 hair on fire. That's the way I usually run my life. I have a list and you're in my way. I'm going to get some shit done here and you're going to come along or get out of the way. And I miss a lot. And I'm not available. I miss the whole boat. So there's something to be said about staying in the moment, breathing. For my birthday, I got this iWatch, right? You probably have one or seen one. And every once in a while, it tells me to breathe. And it gives me a little reminder, Karen, you need to breathe. Breathe in. And out. And it holds me in that space for 1 minute. And I gotta tell you, I think it works. It works. It pulls me right back to center because I get really out there, So I think prayer can be sitting in your car watching a hummingbird. That's prayer to me. It really is. That was really a blessing, and I'm glad you got to see it. I know you couldn't see it as much as I could because I couldn't get the phone to follow it, but it's here. God is here. And if you look around, God's probably where you're at too. Pay attention. I love you all. I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.